Hello everybody and welcome back to another exclusive video for Novos. Today we're going to be looking at what you need to focus on in order to place in the new season. Now, if you had a bad season last season, don't be discouraged. It is a completely different meta. It was a completely new map and also a completely new game mode. It takes a little bit of time for you to get into it and improve because, things change. So you have to get used to it. And that gets me to my first point. You need to be focusing on sticking with your duo. Because there was a lot changed in the last season and the new chapter, it is so important to build up the chemistry that you have with your current duo. It may seem easy for you to split with your duo after one bad season, but if you don't have that chemistry and you think you two are very good players, then there should be no reason for you to split randomly. Think about Benji and Savage. These guys have been playing since World Cup time and being considered one of the best duos in the game for a very, very long time. And that comes from them knowing each other and having that built up chemistry together. You're not going to grow and learn together within a season, so why split up after one bad performance? More than likely, if you're two players who don't have that many earnings or don't have that many placements, you're not going to find anyone that's better than your current duo in terms of skill level anyways. So why not build up that chemistry and improve together so that you become the best version of yourself? That only comes with hard work with your duo, so stick together with them and practice. The second thing you want to be thinking about is the preparation work. Now, what we know from last season is that the map won't really change too much now, right? We just had a new chapter, meaning that Epic Games probably won't be changing too much on the map except for a few POIs. So what you should be focusing on is that as soon as the map comes out, you need to pick a drop spot and then practice and learn everything about that drop spot. So essentially, you want to learn a loot path, learn efficiency, and know exactly where and when you want to farm your materials and where and when you want to get that loot. Now, this is very, very easy because you can VOD review this from last season. So, for example, if you have a bottom left zone and you want to set up a loot path, then you can set up a loot path for every single type of zone in the game because we have an entire FNCS Grand Finals worth of information there for you to VOD review. So, what you want to do then is take your drop spot and then VOD review the zone situationally. So, find a duo that lands in your spot last season, or if your spot got removed, or it got changed, then find someone that landed nearby, and then take notes on how they play every single zone. Map it out, go to Fortnite.gg, draw out a map, screenshot it, save it, and then do it for every single zone after that. Now, this takes a little bit of time, but that preparation work will mean that you don't have to think in-game, and essentially, you'll be using your brain for other things while you're playing the game. So in this situation, basically, you want to pre-prepare all of your rotates prior to having them happen in game. So when it does happen in game, you're not caught off guard. You know exactly what you want to do. You know exactly what you want to focus on. And then you're going to be the most consistent that you can be as a duo. The third thing you want to think about is practicing efficiently. Now, I told you guys to stick together with your duo, and that's really important, but you should then also practice efficiently in the way that you play. So essentially, what practicing efficiently means is you want to be focusing on specific things that you want to improve when you're practicing. So, for example, playing every single practice game the same is a bad way to practice. What is the point of practicing if it's just going to be continuously the same sort of situation, the same sort of experience, and no improvement? You want to be focusing on the core mistakes that you make and the core issues that you have, and then focusing on practicing them. One of my best examples that I have is Cammy, Seti, and Teak back in trios. These guys were a low ground, mid ground trio, and they played very, very passively. So what they did in pro practice, they played very passively. They played mid ground, low ground, essentially their sort of normal playstyle. When it came to late night customs and then, with worse players, what they did is they played height. They centered on high ground every single time. And the reason why they did that is because they focus on different aspects of their gameplay. You don't want to continuously have one playstyle because when it comes to a situation that you need to take advantage of, you need to be ready and have that experience on it. So you want to be playing for that high ground in situations. So essentially, practice different things. And one of the ways you can do that is by VOD reviewing your games. So what you want to do then is you take one of the games that you practiced, maybe from last season or from FNCS, or one of the custom games that you played this season, and then VOD review it. take notes of the issues that you had very specifically. So then playing mid gun or playing high gun, or getting impact frags, and then the next custom that you play, focus only on that one thing. Your entire game is set up to practice that one thing, finding that impact frag, looking together, communication, whatever. Focus on that, and you have, a month in total, maybe 2 months in total until the new FNCS. So focus on practicing one thing per day, and then all of a sudden, all of your issues then will be a little bit better and a little bit resolved. Last but not least is mentality. Now, you can practice as much as you can in game, you can grind as hard as you want, but that doesn't matter if you don't enjoy the game. You might be thinking, man, this is competitive, I can make money in this game, but in the end, you're not going to improve, you're not going to place if you don't have fun doing it. And for the majority of players, this isn't a job, this is something that's a hobby that can also make you money and gives you some sort of prestige and earnings that, that's fun. So focus on trying to find the niche enjoyment in this game. If you find enjoyment in improving, focus on that improvement aspect. If you find joy in other things within the game, try to find that. But essentially, if you're not enjoying playing Fortnite, then there is no point in you actually grinding it, because that's not going to result in any sort of improvement overall. The second thing is balance. You need to have balance and improvement. Playing Fortnite 12 hours a day and grinding it isn't good. Playing Arena 12 hours a day isn't going to improve you. So focus on other things. Play other games as well. You want to have a mentality reset in order to enjoy and grind the game. You can't be playing it 12 hours a day. No matter what anyone says, that is not the way to improve. Have good practice. And one of the ways you can do that is by using the Novos schedule, right? You can use that training board and practice efficiently with 4 to 5 hours per day instead of 12 hours by playing Arena randomly. The last thing is routine. Focus on adding daily walks and structure to your day. Try to siphon off parts of your schedule for schoolwork, for example, because you want to be able to organize your time. You can also use the training board in order to organize your time as well. But having a good routine and focusing on having that in the off season so that it becomes a regular thing in the actual start of the season is so important. So focus on that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully these tips will help you become a better Fortnite player and improve in the next season.